This time we have started on the other screen. So today, everybody, I'm going to be, reading Reddit. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be reading more than one, but I'm going to read a Reddit a-hole story. I've already read it, I just haven't given my opinion, but okay, so it's a Am I the A-hole story. I, female 25, went no contact with my family, male 54, female 50, and male 20 when I was 18. Now they are reaching out. What should I do? For whatever reason, my parents didn't want me once they had my brother, who we'll call Adam. I was pretty much ignored. They didn't hurt me, but I was pretty neglected. Everything about Adam, and how smart he was, or how athletic he was, or how he was just the best thing since sliced bread. Wait, what is that? Sorry. Cool. Then there's me, a pretty average kid who got decent grades, didn't play sports. I wasn't super popular, and I liked to read books. I can't tell you how many times I heard, "Why can't you be more like Adam?" What made me cut off my family was when they didn't attend my high school graduation. Adam had gotten hurt that morning, a sprained ankle. I was eventually told, and our parents rushed him to the ER. I don't think I can get up here. I was eventually told, and our parents rushed him to the ER because he swore up and down he broke his leg. I only got one text from my mom telling me that they would make it up to me with a dinner to some family restaurant I mildly enjoyed. I would need to search up the context for mildly, but I'm assuming that means like you enjoyed it a lot or you either didn't enjoy it that much, and it's like a problem that they caused. Ooh. Okay. I was done after that. I'd been used to being neglected or forgotten about, but I thought they could at least attend my graduation. I moved out that summer to go live with my cousin, female 30, and her wife in Arizona. Then I blocked them, and they haven't been in my life since. My family did try to get in contact with me after I left, but it was mostly just telling me I was a bad daughter and overly sensitive and didn't care about Adam. Which, I can already say that is so wild because, it's like victim blaming, And that kind of stuff has me livid. Like, people who do that, it's like, okay, like, go touch some grass and get a reality check. Years later, I still don't have contact with them. I'm now married to my husband, John, male 26, who loves me and treats me like I matter. We also have a daughter, 2F, that I love more than the world itself. I have a close-knit group of friends and a job that makes decent money that I enjoy. I'm not saying my life is perfect or a dream or anything, but it's definitely leagues better than my childhood. Honestly, that's valid. Which brings me to last week, when my cousin called to tell me they had a message from my parents and brother. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. They had a message from my parents and my brother. This isn't anything new, but the message itself, instead of the usual blame game, my cousin told me that they wanted to apologize for everything. Oh, crud. Oh, I didn't die? That's good. Instead of the usual blame game, they wanted to apologize for everything. With Father's Day coming up, they were hoping I could come down to visit with my family and we could have a discussion. I know most people would scream, "Don't, it's a trap, they want something from you," but I'm not sure it's true. I'm not so sure. I meant to say I'm not so sure, because that's what it says. For one thing, none of them have ever reached out to apologize for anything towards me, but I still have connections to my extended family, so I have info about my parents. And Adam from them. None of them are sick or dying and need an organ. They're not in debt or need help with finances. My parents aren't hoping to retire and want to be supported. Adam doesn't need help with student loans, scholarship kid, so it could be genuine. But at the same time, I don't know if I care enough to have a discussion. My life has been great without them, so why do I need them now? Honestly, just from what I've read, I don't feel like you do. Like,
is this an answer from this world?
I mean, if my parents treated me that way, or, whoever my guardians are, that would be like, oh, like, why would I want to be there? But I just want to say, the whole comparing other people to your other child that you gave birth to is just like a low thing to me, because for one thing, you're the one who had the child. It's not like, they're closer in relation. Like, if anything, blame the parents. Because not all parents deserve children, but, I just hate hearing, like, people blame the child for whatever. It's, like, stupid, for one thing. It's ridiculous, and I just find it obnoxious, especially whenever parents play the victim blame game, and they're like, oh, well, it's not my fault. Like, it is your fault, because if you didn't make me feel the way you did, then we wouldn't even be in this situation. And, like, I don't think people realize that that's why some people cut their parents off. That's why some people have to do that kind of stuff. Unfortunately.
A reward on the road.
Anyway. At the same time, I don't know if I care to have it enough to have a discussion. My life has been great without them, so why do I need them now? I wanted them as a kid, not anymore, which I can understand that. However, John says this could be a genuine olive branch since they never apologize. He might be right. Even if I don't agree to have contact, I might finally get some closure, or at least some answers as to why they didn't want me or why Adam was so much better than me. I heard something. Okay. Should I hear them out or just tell my cousin to tell them to go step on Legos? I'll take any advice at this point. I know someone, and just from my perspective, based on what I know about this person is, they have told me that, not the person from the Reddit story, but someone else, they, basically have parents that never, like, apologize or anything to them, and they seldom ever do. So, no, I don't really feel
You're
like
in for a little shock.
you should hear people out, because if they don't ever apologize, they could just very well not apologize. Even more so, kind of thing. Like, it's like, think about it like this. It's like there's people, and like people who are addicted to drugs and they don't quit doing drugs, is basically like that, because they don't try to fix what they're doing unless they personally see a problem with what they're doing. And that's not easy for anybody to admit. So, therefore, no, I don't think you should give in. Some people just act like they're sorry, and they're actually not. And I think the worst example of it is whenever it's your own family. Like, it's different when it's your friends, because your friends are different, and if you need to remove the toxicity, you can, but family is always a harder situation, especially if it's like, your family's good to you, but then your family changes, and I think it's conflicting, and it's hard to talk about. It's never one of those things you can just talk about to anybody for any reason. And people get, like, so judgmental, and they're like, oh, but, like, that's your mom, or that's your dad, like, you shouldn't cut them off. But at the same time, that's like saying, let's let bygones be bygones, So, I don't know, I don't like whenever people act like it's not a big deal, like, your luck. I got an achievement? Like, I don't like when people do that. It's like, people are just so unnecessary whenever, if you were in this situation, like whatever that person's dealing with, and you felt like this is not healthy, I feel like it would be better to cut them off if it meant you had the peace of mind. Because let's say you tried to get closer, let's say you tried to, talk to them about anything, and they're dismissive of your feelings. They basically don't care about your feelings and only make it convenient for them, or, so forth. So, I don't like whenever people try to add it like they know the situation. Like, even if you know snippets of the conversation or of their life, that doesn't mean you know the situation that they're dealing with. It's a hard situation to deal with to begin with, but
try not to enjoy this
especially
too much.
whenever people pretend like they know what you're going through, like you don't. That's like the whole problem. I've just gotten to the point in my life personally where I can't look to the same person or same people that I used to go to, because they don't understand my life, and I would say that honestly irritates me when people act like they know what to do if they were in your shoes, but it's like, you're not always gonna know what to do. And honestly, if you have anything like a situation I'm in, you won't even know what to do until it's too late. And by that I mean, you won't know until you've dealt with it over and over again, and you just feel like the same thing, and you feel like you either may feel like you're not good enough because of the stress you're constantly facing, or other things. But for my personal situation, it's like, I do pretty well. I try my best to. But, sometimes I get so frustrated because it's hard to find people who genuinely, care, and it's hard to find people who genuinely will be there to support you, and they're not going to use information against you and want what's best for you and stuff like that. It's never easy, and I know that there's toxic people out there in the world.
No pain, no gain.
So it's really frustrating to think about how there's people out there who, pretend and all that stuff. I think another thing is, just because of how people are, I know a lot of people like to have their socials public and all that stuff, but personally, I've kind of decided a long time ago that I would like to keep my social media separated, because I would rather know that, if I ever, got famous on YouTube or got famous on anything, that for one thing, that, they are not doing it for fame. They're not acting like they only want to talk to me because of my following or because of how many subscribers I have.
What's the hurry?
It's there are so many people like that. And there's not many people I'll be like, oh, hey, guess what? I have a YouTube channel. Or anything like that. But, yeah, I would say what I was saying earlier is it's just the fact that you have personal issues that other people may not understand. They don't know unless they saw everything going on, and they can't really say, oh, well, I know what it's like. No, you don't. Sure, you can relate to it. I'm not saying you can't, but, even if you were in the same position, I don't feel like that gives you the right to act like you're better than them. And that to me feels maybe another way of comparison, but also saying that it's okay on things that it's not okay on.
Quite the find.
I feel bad for that person. I mean, I'm glad that life is better for them now. They didn't say they live in a dream or anything, and I think that's what people don't understand, too, is that just because you cut off the people that have hurt you doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean that it's sunshine and rainbows because you cut them off. It's a part of self-growth and having that respect for yourself and saying, okay, I cannot put myself in this situation any longer. And I think what people don't understand is, I would say, despite being religious, I feel like you should not criticize or be you may know what's right, but that doesn't mean that you're rude or you're toxic about it. In my religion, we're supposed to tell people what's right and help them find their way, but I'm the type of person, if you want my input, I could give it, but then again, I'm kind of questioning about that now as I've gotten older and as I've had so much experience.
Everyone is finally here.
Because it's not really worth it.
What a view!
Because, people get so toxic over it. They're like, oh, well, I don't like your opinion, or, they get really toxic really fast over anything.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem... Mondstadt has really been going through so much recently.
Huh. In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Oh, we get it, Master D. Luke. Everyone, please step aside.
And she'd be rude to him.
I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
Here's one thing that I don't like whenever I'm playing a game, is whenever there's people who act like they're arrogant, or they have like that cockiness where they act like they're better than everyone, or they're like, step aside while I outdo you in every way possible, or I the best. And it's like, shut up. They just annoy me. Like, I just hope that I'm not around those type of people. Cause like, in real life, yes, I have restraint. I don't like saying anything, but that don't mean it's any less frustrating.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
They are communicating. Huh?
No! Don't get bored!
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone.
This is cool.
Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Beatles.
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all along to have me slain.
No! Listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your magnetic cells, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Uh-oh.
Barbate,
That's all I can
Venti,
say.
please be careful.
You've known my true identity for some... Though, I thank you...
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word.
He's hot.
I'll be
Did I
sure to
say
let the
that?
Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not.
I like a guy with great beliefs.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
Who is he? Act 3 is adventure rank level 18. What's my adventure rank right now? 15. Wait. I have an achievement. I'd like to know what these Primo Gems are for too. Wait. I have another achievement. I'm not used to getting achievements. Ah! But yeah, and like, from what I was saying earlier, I'm not like one of those people that pass judgment. Like, I do my best not to, because it's not really my thing. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't like people who act like all high and mighty and like they know what you should do or not do. It's like, if you don't know, don't act like you do. Like, our situations could be similar, but I have a different approach, I feel like, to where I'm not acting like I necessarily know everything, but just the fact that I would rather help someone or, you know, support someone and be there for them and understand them instead of dismiss their feelings like someone I know personally did to me. They dismissed my feelings, and I'm just like, okay. I think, honestly, that's, like, one of the worst red flags, in my opinion. Anybody that dismisses your feelings and doesn't care, it's like, for one thing, I don't know if you can trust having advice from them, but I also don't think it's, like, for one thing, you don't know if you could trust their word. You don't know if they're, like, a person that just doesn't flat out care what you think. Because if you're so quick to dismiss someone's feelings and pretend like you understand, that does bother me. Though another thing I don't like is whenever people, like, get so, like, mad at you over stuff. It's like, it's one thing if, you know, you're mad for a reason, but, like, whenever people snap at you for no reason, it's like, first of all, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and second of all, like, I just can't help but wonder, why? Like, why do people act that way for no reason? Like, I'm not the type of person to do that. It doesn't matter, like, what emotional state I'm in, but, you know, if you wrong me, then that's different. I might end up taking it out on that person, but at the same time, it depends on what they did. I'd actually, surprisingly, you know, I can admit to my flaws. I'm the type of person I would, and I willingly and everything will. But if I know that someone had hurt me and they didn't take ownership for their actions and stuff like that, no, I really don't feel like it's for them to know, because I see it as if they know, it's a sense of vulnerability. I think he just tried to hit me. Oh well. So yeah, I don't know, stuff like that always bothers me. Apple. Can I open it? There's nothing in it. Okay. But yeah, that's what bothers me about people, is they don't, like, respect boundaries, they don't try to be understanding. It's just simple stuff like that. Like, I see things from a psychological point, like, in the way of psychology, that, you know, anybody can have conversation if you listen to the other person. And no, I'm not, like, one of those people that went into psychology. It's just the fact that there's a way to approach conversation without being rude and being dismissive, and, like, if, for example, someone was talking about their issues and their friend was dismissive, like, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. So, you know, even with what I mentioned much earlier, I think there's a thing where you shut down because you're tired of being treated the same way over and over again. And sometimes that means you have to cut someone off. Unfortunately. But it's not what other people think. Like, I feel like now it's a way of showing there's respect for yourself. And I think that's actually a really important message, because I never would have known that sort of thing whenever I was younger. I've never thought about it like, I need to respect myself and respect my boundaries, and I used to be like a whole different person. Like, I used to not even see the point of like sharing what was going on if it bothered me or anything like that, because I didn't know that like my mental state mattered that much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not
So
picky.
I always thought like, oh, it doesn't matter what I'm going through or something like that. Whenever I was bothered, it didn't bother me that much because I had that mentality that it didn't. And sometimes I do miss it, honestly, because if I did have that mentality, you know, the stuff that would be bothering me right now with my life would not be bothering me like it is. It's almost like once you learn that all that stuff actually matters, it's different. Like, and regardless of like what you go through and, you know, whatever anybody is going through, it's about growing from the situation and getting stronger. That's not, like, life is hard, but we just have to do things to the best of our ability and work through it if we can. That's how I see it. I don't know if this like got really sentimental and it's weird. I'm hoping not. I don't usually like talk about stuff, and I don't know, I never really thought I would like talk about that stuff on a YouTube video nonetheless. Not that I mind necessarily. Are there apples on the ground? I think I've gotten to that point in my life where it doesn't matter what age I am, it's the fact that I'm getting to the point, I'm showing emotional maturity, and people that won't respect your opinions and respect your beliefs and, you know, either act like a hypocrite and say the same things over and over again and act rude and toxic to you, or, you know, they're doing it still toxic like, or to where they act like they're criticizing you for anything you do. I just feel like they don't have that emotional maturity. And that's the sad part. I mean, I thought there were more people that had that, and I feel like I've gotten better about that. You can go in the sky. You can get a wind blade.
I'll keep this close.
I think another thing too, just on the toxicity part, is it bothers me that some people don't consider other people's feelings and what they're feeling. Like, I just know someone, and sometimes they feel like they're not allowed to talk about those things to who is making them struggle. Where is it down? Oh, I reached it. I'm saving her.
Freeze!
Stay away from her.
Cool it! Dodge this!
It's like a horror game. He just like crept up on me.
Yep. Let it rain.
Let it rain indeed.
Go, go, Fairy Bunny.
Oh my god.
Not so hard.
Yeah, not so hard, dude.
Get him.
I don't know, sometimes it's so weird talking about things. Because it doesn't like hit my mind, and then when it does, it's very sudden. Are you a well-meaning knight, or perhaps an errant heroine wandering the land? I am but a passing traveler. Also happens to be a member of the Adventurers Guild. So you were an adventurer after all, and quite the experienced one at that. You were able to dispose of such a powerful monster so easily. There really always is a bigger fish. Whereas for me in training, I can easily remember what to do, but the second I have to do it for real, my body just doesn't listen to me. Do I really have to train for another 3 to 5 years like my teacher said? But it will be totally humiliating if I go back empty-handed like this. It's probably just because we have more experience. It took us a long time and a lot of battles before we got strong. Yeah, if you could tell the enemy is way above your pay grade, it's better to get out while you still can. Don't try and be a hero. You know the funny thing is, that reminds me of like one of the episodes in Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon? Because that one guy was like covered in blood because one of the girls went and saved him, and it was above his pay grade. Now, I haven't watched like a lot of the anime, but I've only like watched the first episode and the second. I would definitely need to watch more, but I feel like it's just a goofy anime so far. Have you heard of the martial arts of Liu? I've heard people can fly from rooftop to rooftop and run up walls, harder their skin so weapons can't pierce them, and even split iron like it was kindling. When I think of people going from rooftop to rooftop, I think of like dramas. Like I've seen this like Chinese drama, I think. No, I'm sorry. I saw like Mulan, like the action movie, like the no, I'm sorry. The live movie. Yeah, it had like her even as a kid going on the rooftops, and it was cool. But I like it. Care to join us? Really, we're just traveling across all the nations of Tybot for reasons. But we don't know Liu all that well. We were planning on going there sooner or later anyway. Since we're heading the same way, we can watch each other's backs. Oh, I never imagined I'd be able to work with an adventurer as accomplished as yourself. There's hope for my journey after all. Let me lead the way then. I studied the map carefully before I left, so there's no way I'll get lost. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Amber.
The Statue of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove the strange wind current seal thingy around the Statue of the Seven.
I would, but I'm really focused on trying to continue forward. And I'm also tired of dealing with Eye of the Storm. I've already dealt with like 2 of them throughout the whole time that I've ever like faced them. But then again, both times that I faced them, I recorded it. The only time I didn't was like before I even planned on recording Genshin Impact. And I didn't even kill him, by the way. He was just too out of range for me in level, and then I realized I made a mistake. But I was a Genshin noob, so it's okay. I kinda still am, so I may excuse a lot of what I do because I'm a Genshin noob and I'm not like other people. But I don't want like a bunch of spoilers either. Now, is this a... Yes, it is a teleport waypoint. Okay, let me do fire. Oops. Explode right up in their face. What about I use Lethal? It's not going so well.
Come a little closer.
Actually, don't come a little closer. Nice guy.
You're in for a little shock.
I thought I was gonna blow up. Because like
Come a
this
little
game
closer.
always surprises me with something. I also need to get better about recording Genshin. Like sometimes I have it planned and then I don't remember. And then other times, where's it saying? Is it saying up here? Yeah, it is, okay. But like last time, I wanted to, and I just forgot. So, I don't know, maybe I'll make another video. Well, since it's like midnight right now, I would say maybe the next day. I mean, I could still do it later, I don't really care. Yes, when he first became an adventurer, he ran into some miniatures out in the wild. During the melee, he let his guard down and got knocked out by an axe. He was lucky. A passing knight saved him and took him back. He was so ashamed he decided to train his combat skills to the absolute max before he went out again. He's now been training for a decade. He always says the basics are the most important, but I just can't stand hacking away at wooden dummies every day. So I went out alone without telling him. Do something he'd be proud of. I've got it. Huh. We could do that with a wind blade. I still find that weird, by the way. Could you imagine, like, those years back, like, I don't know how many years ago it was, but, like, all those times I wished on, like, dandelion flowers about, like, the certain person in my life and stuff like that I would be with, hopefully, for the rest of my life. Like, that's the kind of stuff where I'm hoping that it's like a prayer in a way. It's just answered.
Cool it.
I don't know what these are. But yeah, that's about it for this. I was gonna do more, but we're already at the 45-minute mark. But yeah, if I don't record another Genshin video later, I could do it another time. I need to, like, start getting better about it. But then again, sometimes I like just taking a break of uploading. With the stress I've had going on in my personal life, it's just easier to come back whenever I've, you know, recovered mostly. Like, I just need, like, mental breaks. And usually I can do that pretty well if I distract myself. It feels like swimming would be tedious. I'll get there. I'll get there another time. I don't want to right now. But yeah, I do plan on uploading again. I'm probably going to upload, like, if I upload later, I'm gonna upload a video on, like, the whole FNAF stories, like how I made...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Oh, stop it. Smart bot. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna make another one, because I still need to do, like, Chica, and... because I already did Mango and Lolbit, and I've been planning on doing Marionette. Oh my gosh, she's so cute with us. I love her little idle animation. It's not like the main character, it's very annoying kind of thing. Also, can someone please tell me what these calla lilies are for? Like, I just really want to know. What do they do? How are they helpful? Like, I really want to know. She would like to know. She's asking for me. Anyway, mental health is important.
I feel like running.
Shut up. Mental health is important, and everyone take care. And be safe out there, because the world is crazy.